What's up, you beautiful bastards? Welcome back to the trucking journey. I am Trucker Jim, and I am back in the truck after taking a 43-hour break. I went and saw the first half of my high school football team absolutely dominate. It was like 36-6 or something like that. It was a convincing victory. They were up 14-0 when I left, and the reason I left early is my son Chase, his band was playing Friday night. I uploaded one video of a cover they did for Come Together. I don't know if you guys have seen that. And then yesterday I got to see my Gamecocks start off the 2017 season, upsetting a very good NC State team. I'm getting ready to pick up in Taylor's, which is just a few miles away. I'm going to the Charlotte yard to drop it, to pick up another one that's going to Columbia, Tennessee, and I'm actually doing a drop and a hook there at the same location, and I'm taking that to McCormick, South Carolina. And then after McCormick, I will be headed up to Greenville to get a Michelin load that's taking me up to Louisville. And that's all I know so far, but that will probably take me into Tuesday. If you want to get stacked by your dispatch, well, first they need to trust you that you're going to get all that done. And there's no real big secret to that, guys. The biggest key is starting when you're supposed to. As far as everything that's my yearly goals, it has anything to do with income and advancing career-wise, it revolves around having 500-mile-plus days. That's the key. So let's get rolling, people. Not so fast, my friend. We've got a headlight out. Nine out of 10 times when a headlight's out, you just need to replace the bulb, but you just open your hood, and most trucks are the same. There's a plate right where the headlight is, but you just take the old bulb out and put the new bulb in. And there we go.
You could have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You could have an airplane flying if you bring your blue sky back. All you do is call me.
Alright, I am at the Charlotte yard, and this is our new building. I will put my bills that I'm dropping here and then get the ones that I'm taking. Alright, I got my bills going to Columbia, but these are all bathrooms. There's a shower room and a bathroom for the ladies, and then there's a shower room and a restroom for the fellas. We've got a computer and a scanning machine, and the new terminal manager's office is over here. But it's Sunday, so of course he's off today. But I'm not. So let's get rolling.
I'll be anything you need. You could have a big dipper going up and down all around the bends. You could have a bumper car bumping. There's amusement never ends.
Alright, people, I have stopped to take a 30-minute break. I'm at the Pilot at exit 258 in Gordonsville. It's just a little outside of Nashville. And the reason I stop here is there's a great restaurant, Bellacino's, which they do give a trucker discount. But they have awesome sandwiches. It's called Grinders. This is my personal favorite, the Chicago steak. Your large chain restaurants, well, in most cases, they're not very healthy for you, and they're very misleading, would probably be the nice way to say it, such as Subway saying their bread is baked fresh daily. Which, yeah, it comes in frozen and they throw it in the oven and bake it daily. But this Grinder, it's made fresh daily and then baked when you order it. It's so good. I'm not exactly sure how many Bellacino's there are. I know there's more than just this location, but if you ever get an opportunity to try one, Their pizza's good, but their grinders are fantastic. But there's one within walking distance of the Pilot. It's actually next door. Last bite. But with the 12% trucker's discount, I got this with steak, mushrooms, cheese, and a garlic sauce on this delicious grinder for less than $7. I think it was like $6.83 with tax, and they sell one that's a little bigger than this. There's 3 sizes of grinders. But I guess it's time to continue with the rest of my day and head to my delivery. We are 92 miles away. But before we get back on the road, every truck driver needs a mount for your phone, because you don't want to be holding your phone looking down at it. And I've been using this one that mounts on the windshield. Only problem is the little clip piece that's right here. I done had it broke off like 3 times, and I keep gluing it back on, but then as I rotate it, it'll bust loose. So I broke down and used some Love points and got a different style, which fortunately Love's has a return policy, so I'm trying this out for a few days to see if I like it. But my phone fits right here and it'll move around however I need it to. But I kind of like the idea of it sticking to the dash instead of having to be on my windshield. It's a little closer to me. But this one extends out, so even my iPhone 6 Plus will fit in there. And you know, you can move it around really however you want to. It's pretty awesome.
I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be your sledgehammer.
Alright, I have made it to Milliken here in Columbia. Alright, that's a little better. And it was really easy delivering this load and dropping it off because they got a little mailbox. But the door was locked, where I was supposed to go into like a little cubbyhole sort of deal to get my bills. And I knocked and I knocked and I beat on this door and that door, and nobody came. So I saw one of the dock doors was open. I yelled at it for a minute, nobody came. So I just hopped my butt up in there and walked through the break room to where my bills were at. Now I'm hooked up. I've got 42 minutes left on my clock. So I'm headed to the Loves, about 12 miles from here, and I'm gonna get shut down and then get started early in the morning. Okay, it is Tuesday morning and time to start another shift. I'm waking up in Greenville, South Carolina at a TA, which I tried to park at the Pilot across the street so I could take a shower, but you know how it is when you're trying to park at 8:30 at night. All the parking spots were taken. So I'm over here at the TA, and by the time I woke up, I only had like 15 minutes till, you know, my 10-hour reset was done. So I've got a bag packed, and the plan is to take a shower on my 30-minute break somewhere between here and Louisville. And guess what we'll be going through? That's right, the Gorge, which I generally go through at least 2 or 3 times on a typical week. But let's get moving.
This will be my testimony. Show me around your fruit cage. First I will be your honeybee.
Pardon the interruption of the 90s pop hit Sledgehammer, because now we're going to take a little ride through the gorge, people. Check out the leaves. I'm beginning to see a little orange, a little yellow. Fall is on the way and summer is almost done. At the time of filming, this was the first week of September. But the gorge is a very curvy, mountainous area. It's about a 25-mile stretch, most of it being in North Carolina. And the last little bit is in Tennessee. If you ever get a chance on a fall day to take a ride through this, do it. You'll be glad you did. It's absolutely stunning, all the rocks, mountains. But the fall is the best because the leaves will begin to change. Now,
if you can't make that journey, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because I go through here sometimes twice a day, usually at least 3 times a week. And I'm going to be capturing this as it changes during the fall. So you can expect orange and red and yellow leaves as the fall progresses. It's really pretty, people. But coming up here on the right, see that big rock wall right there? That's probably the most recognizable portion of the gorge. I think this is where that big rock slide that happened a few years back that had the gorge shut down for I think a couple of months. Not 100% on that, but I'm sure if I am wrong, somebody will let me know in the comments. You guys are pretty good at that. But hey, I love your comments, so keep them coming. But there are a few tunnels on the gorge. If you're headed west, like I am now, you will go through a tunnel twice. If you're going east, well, there's only one, and it is that right there. There's a eastbound tunnel. Speaking of tunnels, I don't do this, guys, because it probably wouldn't be trucker etiquette to do so, but I so want to blow down on my air horn as I go through this. Wah, 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 wah. I don't do it, but I do think about it, people. But we are almost through the gorge. This is the last little bit of North Carolina right now. Soon we will be in Tennessee. But if you get a chance to go through here, do it, people. You'll love it.
Alright, I'm stopping for a break, and now it's time to take a shower. And now, I'm out of the shower. But let's get on to Louisville. We're delivering to Siva.
Open up your fruit cage, where the fruit is as sweet as can be. I wanna be your SledgeHammer. Why don't you call my name? You better call.
Alright, I have made it to Siva. Well, I was in and out of Siva pretty quick, but now I'm waiting on a train. And it's not moving, it's sitting still. But hopefully it'll get out of the way soon and I can head to Frankfort, Kentucky. Yep, going back to Jim Beam. This train's been sitting here a little while. Cars are already turning around and going the other direction. Where'd that school bus come from? Alright, if this truck will go, I can take a right and go down and continue on my way. I'm able to tell this through Apple Maps.
SledgeHammer, put your mind at rest. I'm gonna be the SledgeHammer. This will be my testimony. I'm your SledgeHammer.
I'm almost to the front of the train, and I wish this Ford Escape sitting at this red light that ain't gonna turn green while a train's there would go, because nothing's gonna come from this other direction, because, well, there's a train right there. Like, here's somebody from the other side that understands those things, and all the cars behind me have understood this. Maybe that'll give me a hand.
Let there be no doubt about it. Sludge.
Alright, well, here I am at Jim Beam, and it doesn't look nearly as crazy as it did last time. There's only a few trucks here, so maybe, with any luck, I can get out of here while I still got a little time on my clock. All right, well, here I am again in Frankfort, Kentucky, backed up to the dock at Jim Beam. And I've got 2 hours and 14 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So, if I was a betting man, I would say I'm going to run out of time while I'm here. If you like this video, be like Zoolander here and give it a thumbs up. Do it. Do it now. And I will see all of you next time. But until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking.
I